Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to week 2 of our multiplayer spotlight as we continue with the matchup between our two previous champions in King of Yen and Zero. Now last week we had both of them showcase the semi-final matchup in this season as they brought back their old comps, and today they're going to redo the finals for this season as King of Yen will bring his famed 40-minute match with the poisoned White Tiger Raiders, and Zero will bring back his defensive composition from Season 1, where he center camped with this army of Huang Fusong, Yan Baihu, and Kong Rong to defeat King of Yen and tie up the score in Season 1 to force that decisive match 3, which Zero won, resulting in him being crowned the champion. So, both sides are quite familiar with each other's comp, as let's take a look at those comps exactly. On King of Yen's side, we have 2 War Elephants, Follower of the Flame, Fire Archers to deal with the towers, 5 Javelin Spear Guards for that turtle formation, 4 of those pesky poison White Tiger Raiders, which is the main problem of this composition, and finally, a Defender of Earth in case they need more oil arrows to blow up the enemy towers. On Zero's side, we have Imperial Sword Guards as really good defensive frontline units, although they are going to suffer from the poison arrow just the same. 2 Unbreakable Defender of Empire, also very good in defensive chokes inside the siege passes. And in addition, we have some invisible units of his own, so 2 cavalry that can suicide into the enemy. And we also have some Yuan Remnant Warriors, which are decent melee options. Yan Baihu obviously has the Poison Volley, and Huang Fusong has his Hail of Arrows as well. Finally, Kong Rong is bringing his Fury of Beihai, which are probably the best range unit in the game with their ability to outrange enemy units. So as long as he can gain vision on the enemy White Tiger Raiders, these crossbowmen can probably shoot down those White Tiger Raiders, and that's probably the only option that Zero has in this matchup. So let's hop over into game and see how this one actually plays out. And looking at the setup here, it's pretty standard on both sides. We have the defensive hold around the center with all those excellent defensive units. The Remnant Warriors on the side protecting the flanks being invisible is kind of nice, but probably not going to matter. It might have been better to put them outside to try to sneak up on any unit trying to approach the wall, in this case those White Tiger Raiders. The crossbowmen in the front trying to maximize their range. We have the early deployment Yan Baihu for those poison volleys, and everyone hugging the wall to provide as much vision as possible because the invisible units are coming. Then looking on this side, just a very general defensive setup. The turtle formation is going to move up slowly. No one's going to touch any of the siege weapons, at least not early on. Everyone hiding in the back because there are these invisible cavalry that could sneak up on them. So let's see how this one plays out. It's going to be very slow as usual because King of Yen's entire build is about using those poison arrows. We might actually fast forward this early part just to see how that plays out. The same spread as we have seen before. We have some early fire of the trebuchet. I think they scratched the elephants, maybe not. I mean, that's really the only unit kind of worth shooting at this point, because everyone else is invisible. Yan Baihu is going to try to maybe line up a shot across these 3, although that's going to be very tricky and difficult, but it's worth it if you can spread it out across 3 units. That's pretty much as much value as you can have. I wonder if this unit can spot these 2. Ooh, that might be a good angle. Anytime now, anytime now. Yes, okay, you got all 3. That's actually really good. Spreading it out, it's a little late. As long as the first one hits, everyone's gonna be poisoned just the same. Tactical withdrawal being used to pull back. They can't really overchase in case they accidentally chase into the city. Okay, dodged, good. Nice juke, good micro there. And then we're back into the safety. He did lose about 1k health, but that's pretty good given how much the javelin can do. And it seems like they're fine over here as well. Here comes those White Tiger Raiders. That's going to be the big headache, as they're going to get shot here, and you cannot see them because of the snipe ability. So you see these little green arrows coming down at you, and it's like, oh no. And then you start bleeding to death, basically, from the poison effect. Another one. And they can only pull back. There's no good counter to this unless you have vision. That's good micro to pull away. But there's so many ammo on these units that it's just not possible to kite out all those shots. I feel like it's going to be really hard for these two cavalry units to do anything, especially with this spear guard being placed there. Ooh, they're just bleeding more. They might be able to see this unit very soon, just because where Huangfu Song is placed. Here comes. There we go. As long as you get close, you can get vision and they can shoot him down. That's the goal. But he can only go to where he last saw them. This should be visible now. Fire, fire, fire. There we go. Just friendly fire it. Kite it to the other side. Give vision. Get some shots down. That's the best thing he can try to do. Ignore the generals. Right now it's all about providing vision. He has one more of those cavalry to do this. And there are two more White Tiger Raiders. This is definitely a much more proactive attempt at defeating this setup than what we saw in the finals this season. But then again, it's enabled by the composition. Also, he knows exactly what's up. But that's pretty much the best this unit can do. I mean, there's no point to run it away. I think he's just done. Just try to maintain that vision for as long as possible. That unit's going to bounce back. Only 64. It's not going to be too bad. They did get back in, so they might bounce back, actually. Let's see if anyone comes with them. Okay, this unit's probably going to bounce back, actually. Oh. So there's vision on the shattered units. That's interesting. Ooh, he wiped one. Well, that is good news, actually. And the towers picked up some new aggro on the generals. That's also good news. And now he's wasting shots. We should cancel that. It's okay. That's only actually a few of the cavalry. The rest are actually inside. So as long as they die out there and the entire unit's no longer taking damage, they should bounce back. I actually think they will bounce back, because once the burning effect goes away, because they got hit by the mace. And let's see, damage sustained, -8, is that it? They're not coming back? There we go. Got the +2, I think they're fine. Maybe they can sneak out. It's hard now with this setup. But maybe they can even dismount, climb over, and just like try to sneak over here just to provide vision when the archers shoot. Because there's no way of getting out this way. That's actually what the Remnant Warriors should have been doing. They should have just been hovering outside and actually just charge into the turtle. Because if they were here, see, they're pressing up. They're trying to find the remaining cavalry. He knows there's one more. Wow. Is he going to find this? No, still hidden. Still hidden. Oh my god. What is the sight range of that unit? It's really low because... Oh, now they're... This is the distance. Oh no! Okay, they just dumped like 60 javelin each at 2 bandit raiders. It's okay, if they're not moving, they can't fire. So they just gotta get into open space. I think everyone's gonna try to dive them. Oh, crossbowmen coming back for the poison attack. They need to go for it. They need to go for it. They got vision because of the generals here. General has a pretty big sight radius, so I think putting them right up to the wall is the best they can hope for. They should just gone in. Why be... I mean, he's trying to hide it again, which he's hiding it, but they know the general area you're in. It's going to be impossible to kind of hide this unit out in the open. Might as well loop around, try to get this thing destroyed while it's still useful. Oh. Oh. Defender of Earth being active. I mean, they hit themselves. Not sure if it's going to be worth anything. Yep, I was thinking about it. Why is he not firing that? And it's actually going to get some... Oh, another route. That is good. So there's 2 more to take care of. See, this is a bit of a waste. Just go for it. I mean, I guess he can't see these. But just keep running around. I would just keep running around. They're just... There's no way for them to actually survive out here. I mean, this is invisible for him to know, so there's nothing he can do about that. But he knows this is a defender of the earth. He should just go for that, actually. Ah, the mace. The mace is so strong. 10 points from the mace, 15 points from the roar. 25 morale gone. Oh, he spots them? Maybe? Crossbow trying to shoot some on the generals. Okay, I mean, that's free damage. Try to get some in. Yeah, see, that unit I feel like it's kind of wasted. If he had just chased for that unit early on when it was routing, he would have discovered these two. And that would have been some value from them. Are they bouncing back? Because the fire is timed out. Ah, they left. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, the lead unit ready moved out, so I feel like the rest are just going to leave. They're not going to bounce back. The flag icon's no longer on the map. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. They should maybe try to poison volley this. It's tricky, but it's doable. Or send out the invisible infantry to charge them. I don't see why that's not a good play. If you can remove the turtle, it's a lot of value. Okay, he's trying to get the Defender of Earth with the overlap, which is good value there. Yeah, because this is going to be a threat always. Might as well try to take it out. Yeah, I feel like the infantry clash would have been a better play than keeping them here. Especially when the cavalry was still outside, because then if you draw the poison fire, you could at least shoot them down with your crossbow at the same time, because you can actually get vision. Yeah, I just refuse to think that stuffing the gates with 3 Javelin Spear Guards is the solution. I feel like this is easily beatable. But I guess with the generals helping, it could be really tricky. Because it's not like these 3 generals are really good in combat. Alright, poison coming in, trying to shoot... How do they see this unit? That's my question. Shouldn't he be invisible? The good news is poison is terrible against cavalry, so it's not really going to do much. Oh, is he trying to get vision? Can he get vision? Because Fury Beihai would outrange them by at least 50, so it's actually a significant distance. If they have to pull them closer to shoot these... Yeah, they have vision. Wow, how? Well, that's interesting. Right, look at that. They're shooting generals now, but their range is really far. 1k health. I mean, might as well. There's a lot of ammos left on the unit. They're never going to fire all of them. So with all the units pulled back, they have to get really close to touch anything. Only these are visible. These 2 are invisible. Oh, he tried to go out. Bad idea. Too many javelins. Took a huge chunk there. Very active microing because they had to move to fire that. There we go. Creeping up, creeping up. Any chance they can get vision? Oh, they're moving back. Do they sense that? Do they see that? So they spotted this unit somehow. Wow, they have insane vision as well. This White Tiger Raider picked up this unit being invisible. But the generals are going to spot this out. And let's see if they can actually hit that. No, it's too late. They backed off. Comes the fire archers. Here comes the other one. I mean, the generals should just spread out. If they're just going to be inside, yeah, just try to cover all the walls to see where we can get vision. We got the fire dump on all the towers. That's a bit unfortunate. I mean, that should have been happening the whole time. Might as well fire back, yep. Let's see if they can shoot this guy. That's the key. If they can't, then it's over. For 0. He'll just get bled out by the poison. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Can't really do much about that. Do they not spot it though? Cornwall is definitely in range. They don't care about walls. They just care about distance. There we go. Okay, maybe it's doable. At least this will be a trade. Right? You kill 20 of my units or 7 of my units, I kill 10 of yours. But they're just still so much behind. That's going to be rather difficult. But this is a solution. Oh, he's going for this gap. There's no one to shoot from this gap, is there? Yeah, there's no one he can touch from this gap. He's trying to find an angle. There's no angle. Maybe poison volley this? I feel like it's now or never. Oh, he's coming back. Are we prepared? Right, they have 50 extra range. They just, if they can spot them, if their fire will is on, which I don't think it is, but now it should be on. Targeting. It's tricky. It's good micro on both sides. One volley and start backing off. Try to take minimum loss. One volley. But oh, the crossbows do so much. Fire arrows to clear out the towers. I feel like poison volley should be going on right now. Oh, smoke screen. You can get at least 3 units. Just aim for this guy. Maybe even 4. Yeah, fire archers are going to get killed here too, which is good. Maybe, actually. Right, they're beating back the White Tiger Raiders for the most part. They still have to deal with the 2 elephants. But someone's probably going to have to push the... Oh, they're pushing it. Someone's going to have to use their ram to open the gates because there's no siege weapons on this side. And there's also someone in the siege tower. Very interesting. I still think the poison volley should have been used. I mean, there is the risk of them microing, but you're invisible for the most part. Maybe it's just too big of a risk. Oh, from the rooftop. Oh, I like this idea. I don't know if it will work. I feel like a lot of it's gonna... Oh, he's gonna use his regular bow. I was like, I feel like a lot of it's gonna not work. The regular bow is really weak. That's where they're gaining maximum vision in the Bastion. Oh, that is clever. But, Coron, get out. We got some Follow the Flame coming in. They should time this push as well. This is not going to be enough. I feel like they should be moving up. The fact that they're invisible is not really being used. Not that they'll do great against the Follow the Flames. I think it'll be pretty even, actually. They don't have a lot of armor, and they have a lot of base damage. They erase evasion, but they don't have a lot of evasion to be erased. So it'll be a pretty fair fight. Oh, the javelin on the roof? Is that even going to work? Most of it's going to get blocked. Well, this is great. What a good kite. Oh my god, this is a great way to bait out all the javelins. He has been hurt, but a lot less than... Oh, don't move him. It's more dangerous to move him, I think. He's lost 11k, but he's absorbed a lot of javelins. Maybe not worth, but it is what it is. They're gonna shoot you regardless. Here comes the ram. What are we gonna do about it? It's not much to do about it, to be honest. I actually think Yemahu's better off on the side, climb down, and just volley from here. It'll be extremely dangerous, but as long as he can get back the climb animation, he should be fine. This is pretty doomed. Got the poison archers coming back, trying to get some shots on these. It won't really work. There's no way to kill all of them before it reaches the gates. At least I don't think so. This is one of those like Legolas bring him down moments. Just not going to be enough. Yep, not going to be enough. Oh, look at the arc. It's too late. It's too late. 3 hits. And the gate comes down. Immediate turtle. Poison arrow. Simultaneous attack. Coral needs to pull back. Coral needs to get remounted. Remounted, boys. It's over. Remounted. No, Coron, don't die here. He's still useful. He has abilities. Alright, get out, get out, get out, get out. There's still hail of arrows. Maybe on the elephants, maybe on the generals? Okay, okay. All the generals are pulling back. I feel like these infantry should have been there to stuff the front line. The turtle's getting too much value. Huh? No, Coron, that's not how you want to go. Okay, good kite, good kite. Not too bad, not too bad. We got scratched up a little, not too bad. Alright, they got the gates. They don't even need to use that at this point. They can just start walking in. Yeah, nothing can do against the turtle. What about Poison Volley? Right here, in the middle, as they come in. The generals are too scattered. Start pulling back. He's still trying to maintain that vision, but there's no point now they're inside. The enemy's no longer the poison arrows. The enemy's going to be all the units flooding in, and the elephants. Okay, okay, we got the Poison Volley attempt. I mean, he's invisible right now, so he can get some good angles if he wants. Alright, now that, you know, vision's cleared out, they can shoot them. This is just bad. Yeah, I mean, Coron can try, but you really can't maintain that vision right now anymore. The infantry should just clashed. There's no reason to let them push back and back and back. Like, unless they want to go beyond the capture point, which is also possible. Because you're probably not going to lose from the point being captured at this point. They're trying to shoot the generals. They know they're overlapped, so trying to shoot the generals will actually hit them with the misses. Or maybe even the hits. But yeah, that's a good move. Why are they not? I guess they don't route off, huh? Interesting. Are they going to climb the wall? I was like, are they going to mount the wall and shoot inside? Coron's still trying to provide vision as much as he can. I think he's actually doing it. Like, congratulations, you did wipe out the second or third one now, but here comes the elephants and the generals are trying to kill Coron real fast because he's alone. He's alone. I don't know if Coron's gonna make it. Maybe he will. This formation will actually dismount. Oh, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He got hit too many times. And they didn't run into the... Yeah. I don't know if he'll bounce back, actually. Because he lost half of his health. Yeah, I don't think he's bouncing back. Elephants coming in. Crossbow damage on the elephants as much as possible. Poison Volley would have been really good here. There's a slow effect on the poison. Ooh, cow traps being thrown. That's good. Look at the speed difference. But still going to crash right in into a very tight formation. I don't think you want this. Oh, they actually have good... Oh, no. I was like, they actually have good charge resistance, but then, like, no. No, they got knocked back real hard. Oh, no. Imperial Sword Guards. So much value lost. And there's another elephant after this as well. Here comes the second elephant. I mean, being braced, you know, getting that reflection off, it's pretty good. You're also on the Sentinel General, so they had negation, so these two actually did okay. But the backline, absolutely wrecked. We got the Mending being used. We do have an up-close Hail of Arrow, but I don't think that's going to do much because Mending gives 50% armor. So I'm guessing all of them have like insanely high armor right now. Yep, 98%. And it's only base damage from the Hail of Arrow, so that's going to basically do nothing. Yeah, the elephant's just way too much. There's also bomb arrows that's not being used. There's Follow the Flame that's coming in to light up some fire. Mending actually counters Hail of Arrows pretty decently now I think about it. A Roar for the morale hits. I mean, both elephant units suicided, but like, they did enough. Yeah, all 3 generals are going to get escorted off the field, and there we have our defeat. Let's take a look at the actual numbers. It was a good attempt. Given the army setup composition, it's really hard to deal with these White Tiger Raiders. The kills from the poisons do not actually register. These are only the kills from the actual arrows. They tried their best with the Furies of Beihai. I think they did a great job. 3 of them got knocked out, 1 got really injured. But the rest of the roster, I think the Yue Remnant Warriors could have been used better. Because using them defensively inside, it's always a doom situation. Because once they're inside, it's the elephants. They probably could have done a better job just charging out to fight the frontline Javelin Spear Guards early on. Just to get a trade, soften them up. You see the 3 poison volley effect. I guess that one barely got scratched. Maybe only hit 2 on that first one, but a lot of damage. And if Yanbaihu could have gotten a couple more shots, that would have been better. I think he only landed 1. Hail of Arrows really wasn't that useful at the end either, because of the mending giving the 50% extra armor, which is huge actually, now I think about it. And the front line did okay. This one got ran through by Elephant, and that pretty much did him in. And that was the match. Definitely a fun one. This is definitely a very cursed composition with the poison arrow in this type of defensive setup where they just don't have a good answer. Obviously, if there was foresight, it would have been a very different story for both sides actually. But in this case, since the composition is locked in from their previous finals appearances, this is what we had, and definitely a good match between these 2. Now, as we wrap up this spotlight, the multiplayer spotlight series is actually going to go on a break, mainly because a lot of you have not been submitting replays, but also we've been working on a multiplayer mod to balance out the generals as well as the units in terms of cost, in terms of stats. There's a lot of oversight by CA with their development process, especially with DLC characters. And all of that is going to get fixed hopefully with the mod, and the goal is to use the mod for future tournaments. So starting next week in this time slot, we'll actually be introducing the mod changes slowly. It's still a work in progress. We'll probably have it ready for the next tournament, but we'll slowly filter out the information of how we're approaching the changes and getting feedback from all of you about those changes. So stay tuned for that. And until then, bye!